Ron Harris here from muscledevelopment.com, wrapping up day one of the Chicago Pro, coverage brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. So we had 5 pro divisions, judging in the morning, and then we had the finals this evening. It's actually wrapped up a little after 7:30. So what time is it, Hector? 20 after 7. I mean, you got to love that, guys. You guys who've been to shows that are over at like midnight know what I'm talking about. So I'm only going to talk about 2 divisions. 2 divisions that were the ones we were watching the most closely today. Classic men's physique. We had a real shake-up there. First of all, I got to give props to the entire top 5 looks phenomenal. 5th place, Kwaku Dankwa. I believe this is the second or third show I've seen him in. I want to say he's more of a bodybuilder physique, but he does have a small waist, really nice shape. A lot of muscle for a classic physique guy, though, definitely. Someone to watch, though. Kwaku's really good. It's a hard name to type because the autocorrect keeps trying to change it back to God knows what every time. But that being said, 4th place, Aaron Futel from right here in Chicago. Also looked great. Nice shape, nice mass, everything. Kevin Johnson from Louisville, Kentucky. Big surprise. Someone I'm sure I've seen him a couple times before, but today's the first time I really took notice of him. Beautiful shape on this guy. He's not the biggest guy, but everything is just put together. Shape, proportion, balance, symmetry, great condition. He's also another guy to watch. So it came down to, as we thought it was going to, New Jersey by way of India, Amit Roy, and the new kid from the Netherlands, Wesley Vissers. And in my wrap-up of the judging earlier, I said Wesley needed more color. Sure enough, he came back with more color. He was told to tighten up. He was a little flat, I guess, because he did look a little better tonight. Condition-wise, though, he could have been better. This kid is a work in progress. He's going to be really good. He's got an amazing frame. He's tall. He's got the wide clavicles, tiny little waist. He's got so much potential, such a future in the sport. I didn't necessarily have him winning today. I'm going on record saying I had Amit Roy as the winner. You guys have been arguing on the forum back and forth about this. And does Amit look more like a middleweight bodybuilder than a classic physique guy? That's debatable. I mean, what is classic physique? Classic physique is really just bodybuilding with better aesthetics. It's guys with no guts. It's guys with nice shape, symmetry, proportion that aren't mass monsters. So he definitely falls into that criteria if that's what you're going to call classic physique, and I do. Condition-wise, Amit was just peeled today. Peeled. I would have to talk to the judges and see why they called it the way they did. It wasn't one of the things. There was nobody booing or anything. It wasn't one of those cases where there was mass outrage in the auditorium or anything like that. But I had Amit winning. Like I said, Wes, this kid's going to be really good. I just didn't seeing him put it all together yet today here. That's just my opinion. But congratulations, Wesley. He's got his ticket to Olympia. He'll be there in 10 weeks. And, he's got time to definitely, obviously, improve on the condition. At that age, he could probably even put on a little mass in 10 weeks. Who knows? So let's move on to 212 bodybuilding. 212 was a pretty decent show today. Let's see. 5th place was Adam Young, young guy from Colorado. Great shape, mass, proportions. He had issues at the judging. He was sweating. As Dave Kalick, his trainer, told me, he's got a genetic issue where they produce too much sweat or something. I don't know. They're going to do some Botox on his sweat glands. Something like that. Stop laughing, Hector. This is true. But his color was running really badly. I don't know how badly it hurt him. They toweled him off, and he looked really good. I don't think it mattered that much. I don't think ultimately it would have changed maybe more than one place. 4th place went to Lloyd Dollar, who I think I mentioned earlier. Lloyd's been around a while. I hate to use the word overlooked because that makes it seem like he's being ignored or something. But he's been good for a long time, and I think he's finally starting to get some recognition now. Lloyd's definitely somebody you're going to be seeing more of in the 212. Beautiful shape, structure, symmetry, all that good stuff that we like to see. Like I said earlier in my recap of the judging, surprise was Fernando Noronha de Almeida from Brazil. What's his nickname, Hector? El Matador? Matador. Yeah, I don't know how I've missed this guy. He's been in the Olympia before. I've never heard of him. It's hard to keep track of all these guys, even when you work in the business sometimes. But he's really good. Thick, good shape, structure, flared out lats. He's got a tremendous back, quads, delts. just built like a tank. He actually reminds me a little bit, and don't get mad, you Hadi Chupan fans out there. He's not as massive and freaky as Hadi, but it's definitely a similar type of physique. They're in the same family of physiques, if that makes sense. Third place, I could have seen him as high as second. Second place was Caleb Blanchard, also someone I never really paid a lot of attention to until today. Caleb's really good. Caleb, nothing really stands out, no standout body parts. Everything just flows. He's got mass, shape, he was in condition. Had it not been for Craig Richardson, the veteran of veterans, I want to say Craig's been competing for over 25 years altogether. Craig can't be much younger than me, and I'm going to be 49 in September, so get your gift cards ready. Anyway, well-deserved victory for him. We're going to grab an interview with him in a couple minutes, but well-deserved victory. Great structure, great shape. As I said, he's one of the taller 212s, but it's not always about size and height and weight. This guy's just well put together. He's had a great physique for a long time. He was doing very well in open long before there was a 212, so it makes sense that he would do pretty well dropping down a few pounds to 212 over the past couple of years, which he's done. So congratulations to Craig. As we'll learn in the victory speech, and we'll talk more in the interview, he's not going to do the Olympia because of a job situation. He works in the school system, so he can't really take off time for it. And he said this is probably going to be his last show. I'm going to bug him about that in a couple minutes and get the lowdown on that. But congratulations to Craig. You look great. You're representing for us over 40 guys. Beat a lot of the young stallions. So good for you. So that wraps up day one of the finals here. Finals for day one here at the Chicago Pro Tim Gardner Show. For MuscularDevelopment.com, coverage brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. I'm Ron Harris. That's me. Thanks for watching.